What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning. This is Rod on the road. Signing on. I hope everybody's doing well again, as I always say. But this video, I'm gonna be talking about. I'm right off the highway, of course, on the road. You know how we do it. That's what we do. But this video is going to be about a pre-trip inspection of the vehicle when traveling. So, what I mean by pre-trip inspection of the vehicle is this. Every time I stop, even for a brief period of time, I try to do a pre-trip inspection or post-trip inspection. I just call it a vehicle inspection because, you get into technicalities and you get all loopy. And that's basic. It consists of, because I've had several breakdowns. Actually, to be exact, I've had 2 breakdowns, both involving that rotor button issue. But I was able to get the vehicle back going. The first one was kind of hairy, being since, with the grace of God, I was actually not that far from auto parts places. The first one was I was a bit far, but I got the bike on back, so I jumped on it, and it wasn't, and I'm not gonna say it wasn't a big deal because I could have been in the middle of nowhere with no phone service, so you know how that could go. But I was not. The second time I was even closer to a parts store, so I know that issue is there. And advice for everyone out there that's traveling: know your engine and work and focus on getting everything repaired that's within your knowledge humanly possible. Even if it involves, like, I'm gonna replace my lower radiator hose because it looks like it just looks old. I know it's dirty because it's on the bottom, but it feels real spongy, and I think it should be a little stiffer than that, so to avoid a blowout. Now the top one is great, it's stiff, it's firm, so anybody got any insider input on that, let me know. But it's not an expensive thing to do, and you want to knock that out. And another thing, and I know everybody out there is not mechanically inclined, of course AAA and those roadside services are very important if you can get those, and I really recommend getting those. But keeping spare parts also, and tools also. And what I mean by spare parts is extra thermostat, extra electrical items, and things like that. Things that can shut you down. You know what I mean? I would even go as far as, I don't know, I almost said it, extra fuel pump, because that goes out on people. I think either Felix or Josh had a fuel pump go out. One of those guys had a fuel pump go out on not too long ago. I hadn't had a fuel pump go out, but I know they do. In other vehicles I had them go out. And I don't know, those things are different sizes, so I don't know really. If you got room to put an extra one in there and keep it safe and don't damage it, I'd recommend it. But back to the pre-trip inspection. You want to get out the vehicle. The first thing, I don't know, you can do it in whatever order you want to, but if you got any accessories, like on the back, I got this bike. You want to check it out. Make sure it's secure. Make sure it hasn't been tampered with. Make sure there's no cracks or malfunctions. Make sure all your straps secure, shake it. Just make sure it's secure. You know what I mean? 'Cause you don't want that thing falling off going down the road or the highway. So that's definitely, if you got a trailer or if you're pulling something behind, got a cargo box, a Jenny on back, or something like that. Check those things, make sure they're the way you left them and they're secure. You might have put it up and forgot to strap it or something. Just always check it. Just always check it. Make that a rule. And your tires, another important thing. You want to check that tire pressure. Take a look at that tread. Make sure there's no separation. When you're driving it, you want to look for any shakes, shimmies, or anything unusual, anything of that nature. I had a little extra wax. I'm putting this on. But you want to check all of that out. Definitely your tire pressure. You want to look for leaks. You want to look for leaks that might be in the front, your radiator. I've been dealing with some radiator issues. Uh, and if it's at night, you know, you want to go ahead and turn your headlights on. Make sure your headlights are working. Make sure your windshield wipers are working. Windshield. How you doing? Oh, the tires low. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was just talking about that. Okay, thanks. Says that gentleman right there just told me this tire's low. This is the same tire that I've been dealing with, and I'm going to replace that tire. That nice gentleman told me that it was low, and that's a prime example of what I mean by a pre-trip inspection. I don't want to get on the road with a tire like that because it's low and it's dangerous. So things like that need to be worked on and replaced. I'm gonna replace that whole tire because I keep plugging it, and it keeps becoming an issue. And my problems are this. I'll go ahead and tell you. I got that tire that's giving me an issue. I got a small radiator leak that I thought I fixed. Now that's coming out of a hairline crack that's in the radiator. I found it, and I attempted to put some wile on it, and it's still leaking a little. You know, when I park, about that much comes out. So that's going to have to be rectified as well. So the problems I'm dealing with personally, and that's pretty much a brief pre-trip inspection. Tires, leaks, you know, transmission fluid. Go ahead and peep all the way under there and see if you can see transmission fluid. You know, I have the rear seal of my transmission that's dripping. So to change that rear seal, I know I have to drop the drive shaft, take the U-bolts loose, drop the drive shaft, and I can just pop that rear seal out and tap another one back in. I did that before on other vehicles. So that's something I'm probably going to work on while I'm in the city here. I'm in the city. So it's the suburbs, but anyway. But I'm going to do that, and that's an example. Knowing the vehicle, knowing the problems your vehicle's got, especially when you're dealing with older vehicles, they have problems, and you need to know them. And only way to rectify them first is knowing about them. You know what I mean? And you can do it. So I have several issues. Does that stop me from getting on the road? No, it absolutely does not. Because, you know, those issues, they're issues that need to be addressed. But, it is what it is. First thing I'm going to address is probably that radiator. I'm going to get on it here probably right now. Then I'm going to work on, I'm just going to put some air in that tire because like I said, I'm going to replace it. I'm not going to even fool with patching it anymore. It leaks out about once a week. This is Sunday. Actually, I didn't know it was that low. So I'm definitely going to get some air in there. It takes normally about a week for it to get, the tire pressure calls for 42. I put 42 in it. It loses like 5 pounds of pressure in a week. So I know it's a plug. I know the hole has been plugged twice. Keep plugging it, I'll end up buying another tire. And, I know I should have been replaced if I just hadn't. I'm going to get on it. And like I say, other than that, everything's going well. So back to pre-trip inspection. Tires, lights, windshield wipers, accessories. That's pretty much it. But even in a van, even traveling, you have that's the exterior. Knock that exterior out first. It wouldn't even hurt to, I recommend getting a locking gas cap. I don't have one, but I recommend getting one. And, because, people will steal your fuel. So, tires, wipers, gas cap, accessories, leaks, anything like that under the vehicle, pre-trip inspection before you hit the road. And you can do this quick. It don't take but a few minutes to do. And I recommend doing it every time. And I know we don't probably do it every time, but at least once a day. Sometime within the day, do that. So that's it on the pre-trip inspection. That's my recommendations on that. Check this out. This is a journal. 99 cents. I even recommend doing a daily journal. Write down what happens throughout the day. Your life is important, and the things you go through in life and the things that happen to you, future inhabitants might be interested in reading what type of life you live day to day in depth. You know, you can get your, you know, a lot of people are afraid to write at them, but I guess fear if somebody's going to find it, and I'm not afraid of that, whatever. So, you know, just think about it. Your life is important, man. Get you a journal. Write your daily events in there, you know. Not just in digital format, but you can also do, no, it's a big deal. To me it is, you know, and I've always wanted to. I got into it before in the past, and I still have that journal. Actually, it lacked a lot, you know, but now I'm gonna really focus. I'm gonna really take time and do one on a daily basis. That's pretty much the gist of this video. I wish I had a little more. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've already showed this, but this step deal is working good. It was broke, and I didn't want to get too much energy into it, so I just got a black piece of treated lumber, cut it, drew me some holes, some liquid nail, painted it black, and put some floor polish over it, and that's working great now. I'm so used to jumping over it that I just, but I do use it from time to time now, so that's working good. And another thing I want to do is, I'm going to be taking these out, and of course I shined this up. This was all ugly and stuff. Floor polish did that, and some turtle wax. But I'm going to remove these, and I'll paint them back black, and I'm going to shine those up real good where it's all dull in there. I believe I'll do that today as well. So, that is the current updated video. Oh, check this out. Another thing. The interior of the van. You want to make sure everything's put black in place before you hit the roads. You know, you don't want to have things flying all about the floor and stuff like that. And I'm sure a lot of us that travel have learned the hard way. But that's a tip for you newbies out there. Don't leave a bowl of, I don't know, mashed potatoes that you picked up from some restaurant sitting in there. You know, it's going to be on the floor. Or a cup, something like that, you know, from Applebee's or Zaxby's or something, laying on the counter, just sitting back on the counter somewhere. It's going to be on the floor. You want to secure all those movable items, and sometimes it takes some accidents to get used to that, but you'll learn quick. And you can avoid those accidents. Take your Starbucks coffee, put it in the front. Don't just leave it in the back. It will be on the floor. And if you don't have stain guard, it will stain your rug. And then you'll be cleaning that. So you don't want to deal with that. But this ride on the road, I'm signing off. I'm going to get to work. I gotta work. There's just gonna be some work done today on this truck here, and some journal writing. But y'all take care out there. God bless America. Everyone stay safe. Don't forget to like and rate and subscribe this video. I greatly appreciate it. Take care, everyone.